welcome back to the Dethroning Your Inner Critic YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about exactly how to tap into your intuition. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Joanna Kleinman, licensed psychotherapist, best-selling author of the book, Dethroning Your Inner Critic, the 4-step journey from self-doubt to self-empowerment, host of the Dethroning Your Inner Critic podcast, international speaker and retreat leader, creator of the Mind Method and the Mastering Your Mind program and community. So let's get into it. What blocks our intuition? So most people try to focus on what they don't want or what they want and they don't have. So if that's what we're focused on in our life, this creates a feeling of scarcity and fear, which puts us right in survival mode. So that's the mode that most people spend a lot of their life in, and they don't know it. So worry, frustration, stress, doubt, overwhelm, these are all indication signs that you are living your life being governed by an automatic mind. Your automatic mind is your subconscious mind. And that's the mind I call your inner critic. So when you are in your inner critic mind, can't tap into your intuition. The only way to tap into your intuition is to consciously direct your attention and focus on a different mind. So you could intentionally focus on, let's say, what's already working in your life or what you're grateful for, because what you focus on expands. So your energy flows where your attention goes. So intentionally focusing on what's already working in your life, this creates a different foundation of energy. So one practice I encourage you to do is take 5 to 10 minutes every morning before you get out of bed. Talk to the universe. Say in your mind, thank you for. That's the energy that I tap into every day before I get out of bed. And that's the energy that has actually strengthened my intuition and the intuition that everybody who engages in that practice. Okay. Your intuition is a subtle feeling. It's an energy. So if you're not consciously taking the time to examine this energy and this feeling, you're not going to be able to recognize it as your intuition. Now, the great thing about your intuition is, even if you haven't been practicing it or tuning into it, or you've been ignoring it, it's never gone forever. It might be very quiet, but you can always bring it back. So your automatic mind is causing you to focus on things in your life that are literally sucking the life out of you. I mean, literally sucking the life out of you, and you may not know it. If you're stressed out and overwhelmed and unfulfilled, your automatic mind is trying to control a lot of your life that you can't control, right? So you might be thinking it's the circumstances of your life that are stressing you out and overwhelming you, but it is your inner critic mind that's at the wheel of your life driving the bus, okay? Now, we don't have infinite time on this planet. We have 168 hours every week throughout our lifetime. And whether we like it or not, week after week, those hours are spent, they're gone. So time flies. But the good news is that you are the pilot of your life. So how often in those 168 hours are you hijacked by your automatic mind? And how many hours are you using your intuition to navigate your life? Because that automatic mind is always going to be there, repeating the same broken record thoughts and beliefs and tuning you into the same old emotions. Now, most of those thoughts and beliefs have been created long time ago. You've been dragging these around with you for probably much of your life, and you might not recognize that it's the same thoughts and beliefs being triggered day in and day out, and that takes you away from your intuition. Okay, so how does this all fit into tapping into our intuition? Okay, so since you're never getting rid of that automatic mind and all those thoughts that trigger your fear and your doubt and your frustration and your overwhelm, the only way that you can really access your intuition is by unhooking yourself from all that noise that's created by your inner critic mind. Your intuition is only available to you under quiet and inviting and safe conditions. And your intuition is one of the greatest tools you have. Everyone has it, but most people don't know how to use it. So if you've been resisting your intuition because you're trying to control so many things in your life, or you think maybe you've not ever had intuition, okay, or you haven't been listening to it, it's immediately right there for you to tap into. It is already strong. You just haven't been creating the quiet and inviting and safe conditions to be able to tune into it. Okay, so it's through the body that we can feel our intuition. We experience physical sensations that lead us into an inner knowing that our intuition is communicating with us. Could be chills on your limbs or up and down your spine, or a feeling in the pit of your stomach. It could be sudden tears, or it could be just an overall sense of just knowing. But to practice feeling your intuition, you've got to relax your body. You've got to take a breath and simply notice how you feel right now. And maybe ask your body what it wants you to know, and listen for the answer by paying attention to the sensations you experience. Mostly people try to tap into their intuition when they are wanting an answer to a question or a dilemma, and they want guidance in their life. So when you're trying to use your intuition to get an answer to something, there's a lot of fear associated with that, or a strong desire for an answer, or pressure. And that pressure equals lack of trust. So author Marianne Williamson says we are only ever in one of two places. We are either in fear or we are in love. So when we are not trusting in the universe, we are in fear. We're wanting answers so that we can figure out or force or manipulate how our life is going to go. And you can't connect to your intuition from that place. When we are trusting, we are in the space of love, the energy of love. Now remember, everything is energy. Our thoughts carry energy. We can change our life when we know how to tap into and sustain higher vibrations of energy. Fear is a lower vibration of energy. Love is a higher vibration of energy. So you need to know how to shift into the vibration of love. That's the higher vibration where you can access trust. Okay? And you can access that trust through continuing to feel into your intuition. But it's a process. You have to make the space to really listen to yourself. We have to connect with that higher version of ourselves. That's the part of us that emerges when we unhook and separate ourselves from that automatic mind. That's how we tap into our soul intelligence. S-O-U-L, soul intelligence. That's what your intuition is. So, are you open to the guidance of your intuition? Are you willing to receive that guidance? Or are you blocking the divine guidance that is always around you? Are you not wanting to hear what your intuition is telling you? Maybe you've had an unwillingness to trust your intuition. Or maybe you think, well, I've listened to it before and it's gotten me in trouble. So now you have a fear that if you follow your intuition, it will lead you to pain. Okay. So maybe there's a past pain that you need to let go of before you can trust your intuition. Or maybe you need to trust that pain as part of a bigger picture. Okay. In other words, sometimes when we're looking at the smaller picture, we have pain. But if we trust in the bigger picture, we know that there's something on the other side of that pain. There's a freedom and a lightness. So sometimes it's hard to tell what is your intuition and what is your inner critic fear. So how do you know? Well, when you listen to that voice, ask yourself, does this sound like a loving voice? A voice that cares about me? And even if that voice asks me to do something that feels risky or uncomfortable, maybe I can look at the risk and decide whether I can handle that risk. Because my intuition, that divine guidance, will never ask me to do something that I can't handle. I may have a bigger vision of what I can handle, but I choose to trust my intuition. I choose to trust that my intuition will take care of me, even if the way that it takes care of me doesn't always make sense to me right away. Sometimes my intuition will guide me to do something that might cause me pain in the little picture. But in the big picture, I know it's going to lead me to something much better. So I'm expanding my vision to see what's really best for me in the long run and trusting that my intuition, my inner knowing, that inner loving voice will take me there. I open myself up to intuition in my body, in my mind, and in my spirit. So the more that you listen to that voice, the more you'll intuitively know which voice is speaking to you. You cannot control your future, but you can align yourself with only this very moment that you're in, and then let go of any attempt to control the direction of your life. That is how you create the safe and inviting conditions to tap into your intuition. Thanks for watching today. And for more videos and tools and tips, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.